Okay, Yoshi's house. Yoshi. Alright, there's a yellow switch palace. I don't really need any of these things. Is it night now? Alright, there we go. But, like, it works in surprisingly ASM-heavy games. I used to do a few more things, like change out the title. Like, you see Mario up there, I used to change the character's name to something else. But I found that specific hacks had, like, HUD changes, and I never got around to writing code to detect them. So, there's that. But, like, it tends to be pretty reasonable, unless I expect that, like, the hack itself is going to do something with Mario's sprite. Like, I was playing the number 0 Iggy's Castle hack, moderating that, and I just turned off the character swapping stuff early because I fully expected it not to work at some point, and I was right. I was completely right that it was not going to work at some point. There was some nonsense about changing Mario's... Dear Lord, there's an awful lot you miss if you take the bypass. Nobody uses Jeff patches. Everyone uses the ones involving green beans. The evil, evil green beans. Is that patch for that? Oh, it sure died a lot in level. Yeah, there's something weird with the hashes. I probably should reset the overlay before I start back up. Because it definitely has, like, false X's. Really not false ones, just ones from prior attempts of different levels. So, just a little bit of weirdness there because of how I bucket everything. Honestly, there's no reason... I guess I could omit that now, couldn't I? Alright, so actually there was no reason to do that. That was unfortunate. There we go. Where was my brain going with that? I could just send more useful information. The way I did it initially was I would always just use a specific hash of the CRC of the thing that was declared in the header. But for this contest, an awful lot of people had the exact same CRCs, which I find disconcerting. So I probably should go back to using, like, names, because I do keep hack info around somewhere. And so I could just send the hack name, path, URL, what have you, along with it, and that would work just fine. It would be a backwards compatibility breaking a little bit. I'd probably still send the hash just to be sure, but it would work. Well, maybe I'll just change that now. Or, not now. Change that later. Someday. Maybe next week. H. Love to learn how to read ROM data and do other cool things that you feel like would be really annoying to do because you have RetroArch and no console. Yeah, I don't know how it works in RetroArch. I know some people have rigged things up with Lua. I don't remember who. I want to say Circle Friendo had a setup using, like, RetroArch, but I don't remember. I know it's possible using Lua, but I never investigated that far. I kind of started down that path a million years ago. I wrote a little service that I was going to use to swap out the... Well, basically the idea of it was that I was going to let people swap out music tracks in Final Fantasy V and play them, the new music tracks. This, of course, was quickly... this entire plan was quickly binned because of the fact that Twitch started enforcing DMA stuff, or DMCA stuff pretty heavily. So that entire plan got binged, but I then turned it into a service that plays random noises when I need to play random noises to learn things. So it worked out in the end. Wait, what? Everything tells you to use different emulators? Yeah. Easy with BizHawk? That sounds right. I mean, the crowd control stuff is doing that kind of thing with Lua. That's exactly what they're doing. I'm very familiar. I'm familiar with some of the stuff. In fact, with the issue I was having with my USB to NES stuff, I actually messaged D4 and asked her if she had any advice or had seen this happen, and she hadn't. So I do think it might be a me problem, because I'm pretty sure that D4 was using the code that Chris wrote for it, USB communication on that side. Surprisingly long level. Twitch started enforcing HTMA. Oh no. So many hacks are hosed. No! Yes! I am in trouble. But not that bad trouble yet. I could have waited. Blue shell for Yoshi. I guess if I managed to haul Yoshi that far. I don't remember having a Yoshi. Alright, well that was a fun level. I like a good vertical level. Alright, well with that, I'm done with all of the standard ones except 4. So I guess here's the moment.